Hello, my name is Heather. I'm an oil painter and a mixed media artist. Today I'm going to be working on my altered book. This is episode 8. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and let's get right to it. So here is today's spread. We're going to be working with napkin and texture paste, and we're going to be creating these secret little drawers. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So you're going to glue a bunch of pages in the back of your book together, and make sure you have enough pages that are thick enough that these little boxes will fit in there. Then you're just going to trace the boxes on the top. And get your X-Acto knife out and cut them out. This takes a little bit of time, so be careful, of course. Definitely don't rush the process. Okay, so the next step is to get your Mod Podge out and glue the back to the back cover. And then you want to take some Mod Podge and hit the sides of each little box that you cut out, and just make sure that they are all glued in tight together as well. And then you're going to get 2 book pages and take some Mod Podge and glue those on top of this page and over the 2 squares that we cut out. You can do 2 or 3 pages, it just depends on how thick you want it to be. Okay, so the next step is I am going to take some Mod Podge and just glue on some music paper. I'm just going to collage it on in all different ways. And you can use any type of paper for this step, it's entirely up to you. Okay, and I had forgotten to glue my pages together on this side, so you're going to want 2 or 3 pages glued together. Okay, so the next step is to get a pretty napkin. And lay your napkin on the top of your book. If you haven't done napkin art before, there are 2 layers on the back of a napkin that need to come off before you do this step. Then I'm going to do another coat of Mod Podge on top of this. Then you want this layer to be completely dry before we move on to the next step. And this is a good time you can rip off the edges of the napkin as well. The next step is I have a piece of very pretty coffee dyed paper with a Mrs. Coggs image, and I'm just going to glue those 2 together. And then I took it to my sewing machine and I sewed around it. And I'm going to glue this on with Fabri-Tac glue. So the next step is to get your texture paste out and a stencil. And I'm going to stencil on some texture paste of these little butterflies. I like to clean my stencil off each time because I don't want it to dry on there. And then I'm using my heat tool just to dry it up a little bit so that I don't smear it when I try to do another butterfly. And I think I got this stencil at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so the next step is to get your two little boxes, match boxes, and we're going to punch a hole in them with the crocodile. And I'm just doing a little tiny hole. And then I have a Tim Holtz hitch fastener, and I'm just going to screw that in there. Super easy, and you have a little drawer. So cute. And there are 2 little drawers. Okay, so now we're going to create 2 little treasures to put inside the drawers, and this is just 2 pieces of chipboard. And I'm going to take some of this gold rub and rub it on the sides. And then the next step is I have a little piece of cheesecloth, and I'm going to put a little piece on top of both pieces of chipboard. Then I'm going to get some Fabri-Tac glue and glue my little Tim Holtz butterflies on there. And I'm just inking on the sides with Vintage Photo. And I'm gluing them down with Fabri-Tac glue. Just give them a little trim. I'm just trimming a little of that cheesecloth off so it'll fit in there. And so then the next step is to get out some black gesso or black acrylic paint, and I'm just going to fill in the butterfly a little bit, add a few little details, nothing major. And then you're going to get your Stipolo out and just Stipolo around the edges, do some shading, and you can add water to a Stipolo, which helps it like smear around better. And here is the final spread. I think it turned out really pretty. And our 2 little secret drawers with our little treasures on the inside. I hope this inspires you to create in your altered book. There will be a supply list and Amazon links in the description box. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will for future art videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!